I what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Molly G, back at y'all in the episode of Running With You. And tonight we got to run about Boosie, man. He revealed that him and his fiance actually live in separate houses, man. I told y'all this is becoming more and more common amongst people when it comes to dating. Even Kiki Palmer revealed that she no longer wants to live with her man. Separate houses is just the way to go for her. And other people have came out and spoken on it too. But let's go ahead on get into what Lil Boosie said without further ado.
I'm trying to start building a neighborhood out there.
Okay, is that where? Because I know that your girlfriend right now. She's your girl. She's not your wife yet.
Nah,
Okay, but she's pregnant right now,
yeah.
and now she lives in her own house on the property.
No, she lives in her
Cause
own house about 15 minutes away.
okay, but if y'all been together almost 9 years,
Yeah,
why does she live in her
on
own?
and off.
Well, why does she live in her own
I
house?
mean, she Aquarius. She like her space. I mean, that's just how it is.
I hate when men use this woman stuff and just justify a behavior by they uh zodiac sign.
I mean, I think we probably happier that way. It
Really?
might seem, yeah. I mean, it might seem, but we're happier that way. I mean,
But I understand. Like, let's have a big ass house. You go to your room, I go to my room. But go to your house. Does the separation keep
oh, nah, and we can separate on the property. Sometimes she stays in a big house.
on the property?
Yeah, I might get there. I might stay in the Batman mansion. She might, it's just like, I mean,
That was a flex. Okay, but is that intentional though? Because most people, we were having this conversation the other day on the podcast where I was asking, because I don't know that I could live with somebody every day. Like I just think every day I would start to feel suffocated. I got to see you at breakfast. I got to see you here. I got to see you at the run into the bathroom. Like go
I
somewhere.
mean,
Now, see, this is my thing. If I'm with somebody, I'm with somebody. Now, I can't understand certain point of views. Like I always said, I wouldn't want to, you know, uh, work with my significant other. Like, let's just say, I go to work and my significant other work directly with me, or I see her often while at work. Okay, now when I get off and we see each other at home, it ain't really no time for me to miss you because I didn't see you all this time at work. Now I can understand that, and we get into this point where a lot of people are becoming content creators, whether it's fans or whether it's digital content creation on all these social medias. And a lot of people are doing family content with their partner, so that's kind of like the same thing. You're working with your partner and you're around them all day. That to me is just too much time. You'll definitely have to have like your own set of friends, they had their own set of friends, and outside of doing content creation or working together, whatever way that may be, you have to have your own friends and social circle you can vent to just about certain particular things. You ain't got to tell them all your business, but you want to give some time and space between your significant other to miss them and just don't be up under them and give room to breathe. Now I also heard about living in separate rooms within a separate house, not going to bed together. I can understand that, but I think that's the whole purpose of a man having his man cave. And I don't know, man. To each his own, bro. Everybody relationship dynamic got to do what's best for them. As long as it's working and they happy, that's all that matters.
we didn't tried everything. By us being on and off for this long, we didn't tried everything, and we come to agreement that this is the best thing.
But when she has the kid, where does her and the kid
Oh,
do they?
nah, nah,
Then they,
nah,
then
nah,
then do they move in the house?
nah. They gonna move
Okay,
in the house. I got a kid room for my house, and I got a kid room for her. So
another flex. Okay, so ninth. This is your ninth kid.
nine.
Okay, 9 kids. She's gonna move in the house with the kid. This is gonna be now your wife, because at some point you're gonna have a Boosie wedding.
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't made my mind.
Do you see? Do you want to get married?
I've thought about it. I ain't made my mind a bit. Kind of scared I'm gonna fuck up and
Really?
yeah. I don't want to lose everything I done Instagram.
Wait, not you giving vulnerable, Boosie.
I'm vulnerable.
Do you share that on social media? Because I have never seen
Yeah,
it.
I'm vulnerable. Like I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpios are not known for being
I'm
vulnerable.
trying.
Again, using zodiac sign to justify behaviors. Like other people just can't be vulnerable because they not a Scorpio, they a Taurus. Like, come on, man. But yeah, man, Boosie is in a position where he gained a lot of, riches, and he been grinding and hustling for a long time. One thing about Boosie, I don't agree with a lot of stuff he say, but at the same time, one thing I can't respect is his hustle. Like he actually goes out there and hustle and he take care of his family, and that's one thing I can't respect as a man. Um, but also you gotta keep in mind that, if Boosie was to marry this woman, shoot, all it takes is one divorce, and she's just gonna come up. Like, that's one of the biggest uh forms of generational wealth is, or the biggest forms of quick wealth is, to divorce. So yeah, man, he gotta keep that in mind. Like me personally, if I was in this position, I would not get married, or if I do, we gotta sign a prenup, and it gotta be a very good detailed prenup, something that I think is very reasonable for her, reasonable for me, and both parties could win. Has for anything to, you know, happen in the future. And you got to keep in mind they've been together on and off for 9 years. So she was very young when she got with him. So who's to say they can't, separately split in the future? And then one thing about marriage, it changes things. A baby changes things, like all this stuff. And then the fact that y'all got to be separate in order for your relationship to work says a lot right there in itself.
I
Scorpios are
try
known.
to, it's just I don't want to fuck up, man. I don't want that paper to be involved, and I can't do it.
You don't want
You
the
know, I
fuck
don't,
up, or you don't want the separation of real estate.
real estate. You know how what it took for
That
me.
pond,
I lost it all and got it back.
right?
I can't lose it all
That pond
again.
will get cut in half. Your fish on this side will be hers, and the fish on this side will be yours.
I mean, she good. I got her. She good.
Okay, just Boosie, because Scorpios are known for a couple of things. They're known for being hoes, for the most part. My ex was one.
Right.
Do you get hall passes, or because you're a rapper too? You're a rapper.
Right.
You're
right.
young. You're rich. You're fly. And you take care of all your children. So you don't
Yeah.
even have a bunch of baby mamas going live fighting and all.
Nah.
So clearly your stuff is in order, and
Nah.
everybody knows you're a good guy. Do you get passes?
Like what explain the
Like,
past.
like I'm on the road, it's raining out here. I'm a little lonely. I'm gonna just, it's a big bed that they booked me in this hotel. I'm gonna just fill it up.
Nah, I don't get passes like that.
You don't.
Nah, the stronger we got, them passes kind of left. When we first started, like when we was like friends before we turned that, she used to pack my suitcase with, protection.
Nice.
But
Wait, pack your suitcase with condoms
yeah,
before you go on the road.
yeah.
But is that when you knew, like, I got a real one? Because, like,
That made me like, this before we was going together. She was like, it was just, she'll pack my, and that was like, that was sweet. She know I'm going to fuck around, but she making me protect myself.
Yeah, man. See, when you got that money, you got that bag, they're gonna do that type of stuff. Sure. That's why it's important for men to get all their ducks in a row so they could have that type of luxury. But all women ain't gonna go for that. And I think a part of her wanted him not to, catch nothing, give it back to her, or, have another baby, stuff like that. So it ain't just thinking about him. It was thinking about herself too, because she was being realistic. This is Leusa. He got like 8 kids, and that's crazy, dog. Meeting a guy and, he about to have his ninth child with you, and you about to have your first. Only the bag could do something like that, dog. But at the end of the day, shoot, he got the bag. That's what attracted him. That's what attracted her to him, and she got the beauty. That's what attracted her to him. As she wouldn't have as beautiful, he wouldn't be with her. So it go both ways. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below, man. What y'all think about hall passes? Have y'all ever had a hall pass with y'all significant other? Did it work out? Did it not work out? Did it make things worse? And what y'all think about it's becoming more popular to live in separate homes, all separate rooms with your significant other. Can you do it? Have you tried it? What was your experience like? Let me know that in the comment section below. Go ahead on and hit the like button if you like the video. If you're not subscribed, what you waiting on? Until the next time, I'm out.